My daughter, who is 17, was on a UTV, which is a side-by-side, basically a golf cart with a dump box on the back of it. And her and her boyfriend were out for a ride. They swapped seats, and he started driving, and he came over a knoll, and he tapped the brake.
Slowed down, but it locked up the brakes on the loose gravel and kicked out sideways.
Yeah, and the steering he couldn't get the steering to come back under control, and it kind of started swerving back and forth, and then it tipped on its side. And Megan was the passenger, so her arm was entrapped. There's a bar that runs along the side of the seat, and she went to try to keep her arm inside, and her arm pretty much got stuck underneath the side seat bar and the dump box and twisted behind her. And then the machine and her, with the arm entrapped underneath the roll bar, went down a knoll for a certain amount of feet. I don't even know how many feet it was. And it basically mutilated the top part of her dominant right arm, which is the one that she used to do everything with. And it severed the artery, broke the bone, ruined the soft tissue, severed two of the major nerves. And then in January, we had gone to the doctor. Within the course of 5 days, we were in the doctor's office 3. And they finally decided, after doing a few more x-rays, that the internal fixator in the arm was loose, and the screws inside that were loose, and they found out that she had been growing infection in there since the time of the accident. So 4 months later, in January, she ended up having a choice to make, which was basically amputate the arm or try to save as much as they could. At that point, we made the choice to have it amputated because the arm wasn't as functional as it would be with a prosthetic. But then we adventured out, and Megan, in April, we put on a benefit for her so that we could raise some money to help pay for some medical bills that weren't getting covered. In the course of it, we found out that there's so many people that are losing their lives or losing limbs on a UTV that is scary. That we want to go out and educate people, saying that we need to make these safer, we need to implement laws, we need trails to put them on so that people are not driving them on the road. That's where we want to make a difference.